Aloha, friends and family. Have they driven you mad yet? What do we have here? Here we have a book. We're going to call it a book. And we're going to deconsent to everything we can think of to deconsent from. And we're going to symbolically put it into that book. So everything you can think of that you may or may not be consenting to, visualize putting it into this book. Okay, we deconsent to believing in all these beliefs they put out for us to believe. We deconsent from the virus, from the COVID hoax. We deconsent from the idea that there needs to be a vaccine forced on the world for a virus that has a 99.8% survivability rate. We deconsent from the idea that we need people to govern over us because we can govern ourselves. That doesn't necessarily illegitimize the process of governance, but it all comes down to the humans governing, and whether they're governing with their heart in a pure intention, or they're governing from a corrupted ego and selfish intentions. It's not the apparatus itself that's inherently evil. It's not inherently evil. It's not a flawless apparatus, let us say, but it's better than any other that was ever created, co-created in the realm. And the intention of that co-creation was freedom. Freedom for all. If you have heart-based, conscious souls governing in those positions with that intention, everything is wonderful. We deconsent from the idea that these flim-flam little masks really do protect a healthy person from contracting a virus. But out of courtesy for others, perhaps it wouldn't be far-fetched to think that the sick person might wear a mask out of courtesy. But that doesn't mandate all the healthy people to wear a mask. That's ludicrous, because it's not healthy to wear a mask 24/7 or even hours at a time. So we deconsent from that. We deconsent from the preposterous idea that the American nation is founded on racism. We deconsent from the idea that there is any sort of thing like systemic racism. It's a belief, empowers victims and basically creates criminals. Nobody in the family of light buys into it. We deconsent from the idea that cops or law enforcers need to be done away with. That's insanity. Then nobody's going to do anything about the criminals that will rise up, and you'll have lots of little dictators all over the place. It's not the position that's inherently evil. It is the humans in the positions. And again, where are they self-governing from? Their heart or the mind of their ego? And right now, the mind of the ego, the dualistic mind, is pretty chaotic, because they're bouncing people left to right, right to left, about all kinds of different things. Again, these are things they want us to consent to. I don't know where you are with this, but for me personally, I deconsent from the idea that we would have to concede to a fair and proper election being stolen via mail-in voter fraud, that there's tons of evidence for coming out every minute. No reason in the world we should have to concede to a bully stealing something by fraudulent means. Okay, anything in your personal life that you no longer want to consent to, put it in the book. You might be in conflict with somebody around you that's close to you. Doesn't feel right, doesn't feel good. It's frustrating as hell, perhaps. So we're no longer going to consent to that. We're going to forgive it if need be, walk away if need be, heal it if need be, whatever it needs to be. Whatever's right, whatever you know is right within yourself. Even if it's only you that knows that that's right and everybody else thinks it's wrong. Commit to do that. So we're deconsenting. Put it in the book. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you have not forgiven yourself for some terrible shit you may have done when you were unconscious. And it still weighs on you sometimes. You're not the same person you were then. You're a completely different creature right now than you were then. Everybody is, even if you didn't do any crazy shit. But if you did, and you haven't forgiven yourself and you still wrestle with it, deconsent. Put it in the book. Take a deep breath. Anything that's weighing you down, troubling you, giving you anxiety, making you feel anxious, making you feel heavy, dense, sad, like everything is not right with you, like there's so many problems with your world. Put it in the book. Our world is the world that we co-create. So the first layer of your world is completely your doing. Yes, there's a greater world out there beyond, but how much control do you and I have over that? Very little. So let's not dump tons of energy into it. Let's see it, let's acknowledge it, let's keep an eye on it. But let's focus that energy on the innermost first layer of our world. And it's your aura. And you can make your aura bigger by working on it. And the bigger you make your aura, well, I'm not even going to tell you. You will find out. Make your aura bigger and then come and leave a message of what you found out happens by doing this. And this is a great place to start, because we just put a bunch of stuff in the book that we no longer want to carry. Perhaps we no longer want to believe. All right, let's close the book. It's a good quality book. See, it's made out of wood. Good quality book there. Anyway, we closed the book on it. It's all in there. It's all in there. You want to? You want to do it? You want to do it? Hang on. Goodbye density, goodbye worries, goodbye anxieties, goodbye issues, goodbye illusions, goodbye old wounds. Goodbye false beliefs, goodbye disempowerment. I deconsent. I take back my consent. I don't consent. Seems like the book's heating up. Seems like the book is heating up. Man, I already feel lighter. It's good just to reaffirm the blatantly obvious sometimes. Nice little reminder. We cannot get mentally strung out. It's just about as bad as being strung out on chemicals, I would guess. Maybe that's something you're dealing with, you know, drugs and alcohol. It's a real problem in our country. A lot of people overindulge. A lot of people get stuck on this shit. Get really messed up. I'm thankful I've never gotten messed up in that way. And there's still time to get stuff in the book just because it's closed and on fire. You could still squeeze something in. So if you think of something, throw it in. Liftoff. You may be noticing all that stuff we put in the book's not so easy to get rid of. It's not so easy to burn. But we will do it. peace and harmony returning. Let it all go, let it all go. Nice. And once it's gone, that's it. It's gone. Let it go. You saw it with your own eyes. You felt it with your own heart right here. Whatever you put in that book is gone. Know that it's gone. Remember that it's gone. If you feel like you're forgetting, come watch the dang video again and refresh your memory. Let us meditate in this moment of newness. Love and light, my friends. Until next time.